Hello, it's me. You probably don't know who I am if you click this video, or maybe you know who I am. I'm a rather large investor in Counter-Strike skins. What do I think about the update? I think for the common man, this is a W update. Those who lost money on this update, I'll say this much. Valve, at a drop of a hat, can do anything of anything. And I hope you didn't get burned too bad. I know it sucks to lose money. In fact, here's a knife that was given to me for my wedding. And to the workshop author that did so, after I released my most controversial video, thank you. I've still yet to sell it. In fact, I'll probably keep it forever. So because of this update, to some degree, because I don't have any other knives and gloves, I'm largely unaffected. But then again, a lot of my items have lost a lot of intrinsic value. But if I know anything about the Counter-Strike, economy, is time and time again, we'll see record prices, then we'll see a crash happen. Maybe not to this scale, maybe not this hard, but generally speaking, they climb back up. And here's just a thought. If you're worried that your item will never gain its value again, if you really want to get your value back, I would be holding onto it right now. I would certainly not panic sell like a lot of people are. And the reason why I tell you not to panic sell, unlike a lot of other YouTubers and Twitch streamers that say it is the end, Counter-Strike scene is dead, I thoroughly disagree. There's three games I want to talk about. There's Minecraft, there's Fortnite, and there's Roblox. Right now, we have about 1 million concurrent players at any given time, roughly average, including bots. But at the same time, I just want to say this much. With Roblox, those kids will grow up and want to take daddy's credit card. Minecraft kids will grow up and find a way to make money online and buy skins. Fortnite players, they'll stop emoting and they will eventually switch over to a better game named Counter-Strike. Not that Counter-Strike is a cash cow for us, the players, because the very first day this update happened, I was on various Discord groups, whether it be Arrows or Oni Pixels or Flaries. I talked to so many people, and there's one kid that I won't forget who's 17 years old, and supposedly 3 days before the update, he spent a whopping $22,000 USD to buy a knife and glove combo. Do I remember specifically? Well, everyone was frothing over it, but at the same time, I chose not to look at it. Supposedly, his knife and glove combo was found on a third-party marketplace for $7,000. So in 3 days, it went from $22,000, which he said he reckons he got a good deal, like saved $1,000 or whatever like that, which is great. And he spent $22,000 for a knife and glove combo just to flex, 17 years old. I certainly didn't have that money in terms of US dollars, but this is what the kid bought. A knife and glove combo, $22,000. And now he's saying I should kill myself. He's saying that I'm scum of the earth. All these obscene things that I should be sued by Valve for being a part of the problem. And this is what I said to enrage him. Did you not get what you paid for? If you pay $22,000 for a knife and glove combo, you said that's a good deal. You're the one that bought it. No one prompted you, no one whatever, It was ultimately your choice. And Valve can do whatever they want with their game. We're living in their world. And yes, this is unprecedented. And yes, some people will be upset with me by defending Valve. But it's really, if you think about it, this change, yes, unprecedented, but at the same time, Valve does change things about their game. I remember there was a time where there was no major stickers. I remember where there was a time where there was no skins. I remember there was a time where there was no stat track trade-ups, a lot, and I remember there was a time before gloves, and I remember there was a time before agents. To me, people in Counter-Strike community always hate change. We like the norm. We just want the good stuff, which is a working anti-cheat system. And if it was that easy, I'm sure Valve would probably make an anti-cheat system, you know? They do profit off cheaters, don't get me wrong, they do profit off cheaters, but it's like talking to doctors and say, doctors, you've literally earned billions and billions and billions of dollars into cancer research, just fix the cancer problem. And I really don't think it's that easy. And yeah, a lot of people say you can't compare apples to oranges or oranges to carrots. I feel like they're loosely comparable. But yeah, this kid was telling me all kinds of obscene things. A lot of people say that they should sue Valve for changing things. But with this game, I don't think this game is a game where you should invest to make money. Can you invest to make money? Absolutely. I mean, this kind of seems obscene to say, but back in 2014 to 2025, I put $5,000 into the game I love and enjoy. If I sold everything, would I get $5,000 back? No, I'd get so much more money than that, which is a real blessing. But one thing's for sure, I didn't put money in here with the expectation, the knowledge that I would definitely make money. And if you lost money a few days ago, that is very unfortunate. You can feel how you feel, but just remember this: Valve, on a drop of a hat, can change everything. And if you look at the patch notes recently, I feel like there were a little bit of signs. Could you extrapolate that they were gonna make this monumental change? Could you predict that? I don't think if you even had a crystal ball, you could really predict that. But I will say this much: with every single update that they push to the game, I think it's hinting at something bigger in the future, you know? So right now, nothing is off the table. If they're gonna change this, they can change other things. So buyer, beware. Be absolutely aware of what is happening. Because at the same time, one of my friends just joined, my biggest fan. Shout out to my biggest fan. You know who you are, GFQ. Thanks for joining my lobby. In midway through a video. Anyways, yeah, you buy what you get. You know, you pay for what you get. If you paid $22,000 for pixels, you still have those pixels. So I'm not saying be annoyed, be sad, but it's a life lesson that don't put all your eggs in one basket. I don't know if this kid spent all of his money on knife and glove combo, but a lot of people were howling and felt genuinely bad. Me, not that I'm sorrowful for him. I think if you put all your eggs in one basket, it's just unfortunate timing. But this kid was adamant. He was buying it to make money, and that he could have easily flipped them because they had a special float, you know, or whatever like that. And again, it's cool to have nice things. I have definitely gained from this update. I've been very fortunate enough to trade up to a knife and glove, which I never thought I'd own. Which I'll be honest, I never thought I'd own. I could have always bought them. They weren't without reach if I sold a lot of my investments. But at the same time, it's just kind of crazy to think that Valve would change it like this. But at the same time, to me, it makes sense. And the reason why it makes sense is we had far too many, I guess, skins. And I know we still have a lot of knives and gloves as it is, but there's no real way to burn those, like, if you're thinking about crypto, there's no real way to burn covert skins. So that's why a lot of covert skins were so cheap. And why this is a very important and good update is it's for the common man. If you have an inventory that's worth less than $1,000, this is updates for you. If you have an inventory worth less than $5,000, this update's for you. If you had an inventory worth $10,000 or less, this update might be for you. But if you had anything more than $10,000, especially in gloves and knives, Maybe you understand the update, but most likely you will hate on the update because it means you lost money. There's so many big YouTubers and Twitch streamers that are going ape crazy because they would have lost tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Maybe there's some people out there in China that lost millions. Imagine being Chinese right now, especially if you're a wealthy businessman and you spent millions on this. Supposedly people have taken their lives. That is really quite crazy to me. If that is true, just remember, it's a computer game and your life is worth more, and money, it comes and goes, you know? So yeah, I'll make more videos like this. I know I don't make videos like this ever. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and with the most popular, I guess, pinned comment, not pinned comments, the most popular comments, I would like to make a response video, and maybe this could be a little series about the downfall of Counter-Strike. But if anything, I think Counter-Strike will recover in terms of this, and it'll be stronger than ever. I mean, you think about it this way, and this is the best way I can explain it. Sometimes to make an omelet, you have to break a few eggs, or when you work out at the gym, you have to break your muscle down a little bit to be stronger. And I know we were at $6 billion. It was probably more than that because that's just something that players tracked. It's not official by any means. But I think in 10 years' time, that number could look very small. That number could look very small. So I'm not expecting. I'm anticipating Fortnite players will grow up. Call of Duty players will move on. Battlefield 6 might die one day. Counter-Strike's here for the long game. So if you have skins and you're thinking about selling them at a loss, it's up to you. If you get cold feet, up to you. Everything's up to you. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling you to do that. But what I'm doing is buying. Right now is a really good fire sale across the board. There's some really amazing deals, and you definitely can make money if you're smart about it. That's if you want to be making money on this game. If you lost your trust, you lost your trust, and I don't know why you're still watching this video. But I'm not like the other YouTubers and Twitch streamers. I'm much smaller and I focus on workshop skins. So if you like what I do, if you like what I say, if you have something to say, if you disagree, let me know respectfully in the comments. I will never be mean. I will never belittle anyone like I apparently have done so in the past. But that's a whole nother thing. What I want to say to you right now, if you are watching right now and listening to me, thank you for watching, 13 minutes of me rambling. I look forward to make my next video. I look forward to see what other people say, you know, and I hope this will be an open discussion. Let me know if you like this this update, if you like this video, if you made money, if you lost money. Give me another perspective. You know, I've listened to a lot of them, the big YouTubers, big Twitch streamers that hate this update, and it's mainly because people hate change and people lost money. I hope that's not you, because there's plenty of opportunity to recoup your losses if you lost some. Anyway, that's about it from me to you. I hope to make more of my regular content semi-soon, but for now, I thought it would be easy just to do these types of videos. And yeah, enjoy your day, wherever you may be.